Today, I wish to discuss a Reddit post titled, "The Point of Nagging is the Act of Nagging Itself," which was authored by an individual named Rich Before 30. This intriguing post has generated a considerable amount of dialogue and contemplation regarding the nature of communication in relationships, especially concerning how men and women articulate their needs and frustrations. Rich's insights resonate with a prevalent theme that many individuals encounter but frequently find challenging to express. The subtleties of interpersonal communication can lead to misconceptions that may result in irritation and resentment. In a society where relationship dynamics are continually changing, it's fascinating to investigate how notions like nagging present themselves differently across genders and how societal expectations influence these exchanges. Numerous people discover themselves ensnared in the loop of complaints and requests, often sensing that their worries are not being given due attention. On the other hand, those who are on the receiving end, particularly in romantic relationships, might interpret these actions as ceaseless criticism or unreasonable expectations. Against this backdrop, Rich's insights become even more pertinent, encouraging us to evaluate our views on nagging and its fundamental motivations. The post not only corresponds with the frustrations many face in their everyday lives, but also promotes deeper reflection on the importance of emotional expression within relationships. As we delve further into Rich's viewpoint, it's critical to consider the wider effects of these interactions on mental health, emotional well-being, and the potential for misunderstandings. Here is proof that nagging isn't about getting something done. If it's about accomplishing the task, the woman should be happy, satisfied, and relieved once the task is finished. Instead, she's frustrated, confused, and anxious, which doesn't make any sense. Women won't admit it, but I'm nearly certain that the crux of nagging is the act of nagging itself. It's a reason for them to converse, which holds greater importance for them than life itself. When you complete the things she's been nagging about, she's probably furious because you've taken away her reason to talk. You effing devil. Nagging is not focused on a particular task. It merely serves as a means for a woman to express emotional issues. Many women feel a desire to convey their feelings, and at times utilize nagging as a trigger for this dialogue. If men realized that a significant portion of this nagging was simply a way for women to navigate their emotions, their reactions might differ. There's a concept introduced here that when a man responds affirmatively and fulfills her request, he unintentionally eliminates an essential outlet for her feelings. This approach to emotional expression raises questions about communication within relationships. Numerous relationships suffer when partners fail to comprehend each other's emotional needs. Men don't inherently wish to be viewed as emotional toilets, and women may not want to see themselves as a source of perpetual irritation. Rich states that women might express they do not need men, creating an illusion of independence. Nonetheless, under this claim is a recognition of interdependence, where emotional connections are vital to human experience. This leads to a key element of communication. Women frequently aim to share feelings rather than find solutions. Chris Rock's suggestion, "aim for distance and irritation," indicates that women's motivation for conversation extends beyond just solving problems, as it is also about being acknowledged and validated. He offers a historical perspective, observing that women's roles have dramatically shifted throughout the years and appear to depend more on emotional expressions like nagging in modern society. Previously, women's main role was to bear children, which satisfied their emotional and social duties. Currently, as family dynamics evolve, that outlet has transformed, with nagging serving as a substitute for emotional communication. The psychological consequences of this viewpoint can be significant. Relationships frequently entail a negotiation between the needs of two partners, where misunderstandings can result in considerable frustration. The idea of disregarding nagging or reacting with passive aggression might appear alluring in the short run, but can generate long-term resentment. It is crucial to explore healthier coping strategies. Transparent and sincere communication could act as a connection rather than creating a rift. Rich adopts a rather pessimistic view regarding women's emotional requirements and criticizes the concept of nurturing relationships. He likens it to a strategic game, where men must select among different roles to maintain their mental well-being or evade the emotional ups and downs entirely. This prompts the inquiry: is there a more beneficial method of communication that acknowledges emotional needs without compromising self-respect? In summary, relationships should not be viewed merely as winning or losing. Instead, they are complex tapestries crafted from shared experiences, emotions, and individual viewpoints. Healthy interactions necessitate empathy, comprehension, and effective communication. It is essential to acknowledge that each individual brings their own past, feelings, and expectations into the relationship, which can affect how they engage with one another. Discuss emotions with your partner. Openly expressing feelings can foster a safe space where both parties feel acknowledged and validated. Additionally, it is vital to accept vulnerability. When both partners share their thoughts and feelings, they stop seeing each other as opponents, but as collaborators working towards a shared objective, a rewarding and harmonious connection. Collaborating on a solution entails working together, compromising, and attempting to comprehend each other's perspectives, even if they differ. If nagging occurs, concentrate on understanding why it takes place rather than simply the action itself. Examine the underlying emotions and reasons behind the behavior. This not only aids in avoiding misunderstandings, but also facilitates deeper connections. It is important to remember that often, nagging may arise from feelings of frustration, neglect, or the desire for affirmation. By addressing emotional challenges as a united front, you can convert possible conflicts into opportunities for growth, reinforcing the bond you share and fostering mutual respect. It cultivates an atmosphere where both partners feel empowered and appreciated, enhancing a thriving partnership. As we wrap up, keep in mind that every relationship encounters its difficulties, and approaching them with care and empathy significantly enhances long-term happiness. Taking the time to grasp each other's viewpoints will help establish the groundwork for a more resilient relationship capable of withstanding life's challenges. That concludes today's discussion. Please remember to subscribe to the channel to keep informed on more topics and insights. Your involvement is incredibly meaningful to us, and we value your support. I look forward to seeing you all tomorrow for more thought-provoking content. Take care and always maintain open lines of communication.